Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
This is not your first rodeo with the Big 12, but your first as the head coach. As you make this transition to the regular season with the Big 12, what are your thoughts on the league and where you guys might fit in it?
Yeah, it's strong. I mean, trying to think if there's a team I haven't watched. I've watched probably everybody, 2 or 3 different occasions. And a couple of teams, at least metrically speaking, up near the top that people didn't, at least preseason wise, pick to be up there. And Arizona State's undefeated. And teams they're playing well. So it's a really strong league. Got our work cut out. Central Florida's playing with a lot of confidence. Similar team in the past years, but I think they're doing a better job of playing together than past teams have played. And that's scary because they're pretty athletic, and just the league overall is. I don't think anybody really knows what the league is yet, but we'll find out pretty quick.
You okay with this road trip to start it off? I mean, there seems to be a galvanizing effect sometimes when teams go on the road.
I mean, there's a lot worse places to be right before Christmas than Orlando. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd rather play at home to start, but it's a good challenge. We've been on the road. We've played true road games. We'll go out there a day earlier than normal, to kind of adjust. And for us, and it's not outcome focused, but we haven't won our first league game, in the Big 12. So it's a chance for us to show some growth, and they got distinct things that they like to do that we get a chance to see if we can, try to take those things away. So, be a good test for us.
Where are the places with this team that you feel really comfortable with heading into Big 12 play? And then where are some things that you think we're still kind of a work in progress in that area?
I mean, I think defensively we're further along than offensively, but like some things, I guess I'll just take that all back. I'm not comfortable with anything. We got to improve on a lot. Metrically speaking, our baseline out of bounds defense is probably the best thing that we do. And that's good because last year that was not the case. I think transition defense has been solid. Got to continue to improve there, and we'll get tested a whole lot more, in this league. We'll get tested a whole lot more in this league, just our ball screen coverages as well. We haven't really had a team that posted up quite a bit, and that's going to get tested here Saturday and in the games to come, playing through the post, where most teams we played haven't gone that route. I like how we share it. Hope we can shoot it better, now and in the new year. But like where we're at as a group,
Got a couple of recruiting questions. One of them is, I got little birdie told me you were out last night watching some high school ball.
Yeah.
What's the state of Utah in terms of how you want to recruit this state?
I mean, for us, I mean, our first realm of recruiting is we got to know any player that's talented that has some type of tie or connection to this university. Okay, we'll start there. Whether it's an uncle played here or, they lived in Provo, when they were 6 through 10 years old, or they're a member of the church, or a cousin played here, that's kind of where we'll start. And then the next ring would be regional kids that fit us, talented but fit us. And that's the state. There's quite a bit of talent in the area. Watching several last night in a really good high school basketball game. Um, but for us, tied to the university, a regional kid, um, and then you kind of go from there as it pertains to our success of getting kids to come and play here, be a part of this. And then for us too, we want to always recruit winners. And I think we've done a good job of that. Kids that uh, have shown that they're able to be a part of winning teams, winning cultures, and maybe sacrifice a little bit for, uh, the group and not just about themselves.
Speaking of the winners, seems like Kaylee Woolston is supposed to come back from her mission this month. Is she back? What's the status on her
Yeah,
in
she
terms of
she
joining the
returned
program?
home yesterday,
Oh,
actually. Staff was up there to greet her with her family. It was a great moment to see her, and we try to stay in the background because it's such a intimate family experience, but wanted her to feel our love and excitement for her to be back. And yeah, she returned yesterday, and she'll join us here shortly.
and just start training. I wouldn't imagine
Yeah,
she's
no, we'll
planning
we'll
on
have
leaving.
usually we do, I mean, we haven't had a return missionary in quite a while. And we'll get quite a few here in the next few years. But there's kind of hey, let's get everything checked out. See where you're at in that area. If there's anything we need to do, great. But then kind of a 6 to 8 week or ramp up or progression into live basketball, where there's a defender and not like a dummy defender where it's live. And I would imagine that would be the case with the two missionaries we have returning, Kaylee being one of them.
Who's the other missionary returning?
McKinley Willardson is
Oh,
returning
okay.
as
Yeah.
well. And yeah, she was with us a season ago or 2 seasons ago. She gets back tomorrow. And yeah, they'll both join us shortly. And they'll
Imagine
kind of
Kaylee.
go through that process together as far as, a return to play of 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, I imagine Kaylee wanted to grab a ball and head to the gym
No
pretty
doubt
much when
about
she
it.
set foot
No
down.
doubt, no doubt about it. Knowing Kaylee, my wife actually said, "I'm surprised she didn't want to come straight to the gym, because she's just a gym rat."
And then heading into this UCF game, are you full strength in terms of personnel? Are you going to be full strength?
We should have everybody available to play. I believe Ari's out though. Ari's got a little flared up lower leg injury that's going to need some attention. So, not season ending by any means, but just a little inflammation in the lower half of her body.
And by full strength, I mean Delaney.
Yeah, Delaney is on pace to play
Okay,
Saturday. Yep.
awesome. All right, Austin, that's all I got.
Sean, you got anything for Coach?
Yeah, Coach, maybe just to follow up on that a little bit. Sorry, I was a little bit late coming from another practice. Um, but just the season that you guys have had so far, being able to sort of navigate those injuries, just what can you say about these players and kind of how they've handled that, rotating lineups and adapting, I mean, sometimes even adapting style of play, obviously being without players like Delaney, but Cambry for large chunks, Ari for times. Like, just what can you say about kind of their resilience, being able to navigate all that?
It's been really good. Like it's something to be, optimistic about with the group. We've had quite a few games where we've dealt with foul trouble too, on top of the injuries. So that's been interesting. And everybody's kind of picked their spots, to impact the game, and nobody really playing outside of character as far as what their game is. And I was looking at last year's games, and statistically speaking, I believe Delaney led us in scoring 20 of our 30 games. And I think in the non-conference, it was like 7 or 8 of the 11, if I'm not mistaken. And so for this year, it's been significantly different. On a given night, could be somebody else or multiple people. And I love that everybody's gaining experience. But aside from the Vanderbilt game as it pertains to statistically speaking. Um, I think that what we've gotten from Lara Mbola in that five position, right, that five spot collectively, I think teams are really not giving them enough attention, right? It seems like almost every night we've played, it's been between 14 and 20 points and almost as many rebounds. And, they don't have the ball in their hands a lot, but they've been fairly consistent as it pertains to production. Been great rim protectors, kind of anchoring us defensively. And just happy for everybody because I think everybody's already significantly contributed to helping us win a game or multiple games. And as you get into the season, that roster may compress a little as it pertains to minutes or who plays and how many minutes. So I feel good about that. Hope that gives everybody confidence, going into the conference season.
I'm really glad you brought that up because it's obviously a good problem to have, kind of paring down your roster, I guess, in terms of minutes and rotations and that kind of thing. But are you maybe even seeing like, oh, this is the part of being a head coach that I really need to figure out is what my rotation looks like, sub patterns, both when you have a full complement of players and also maybe some injuries or foul trouble or that kind of thing. Are you sort of learning
every game's been different, right? Either injuries or foul trouble. And I think if you go back and look at some of the interviews before, I always felt like we could play 9 or 10 deep, in the style play. And what I met with each of the girls last week, and I kind of just alluded to, hey, Cambry's coming back, Delaney's coming back, there's more people. And yes, I love their talent and their experience, no doubt about it. But I think the best thing that it does, it just keeps everybody focused, and that next rep is the most important, and if it's not going to be approached that way, hey, there's two more people that will approach it that way, that will push you to either approach it that way or not. But we want the people that want to approach it that way. So that part's really good for us.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Larda, let me just kind of piggyback something that we were talking with Coach about just now with the sort of the rotations and the minutes from this roster. It feels like you guys have had your fair share of injuries, and sometimes there's even been foul trouble and that kind of thing, and yet your rotation has almost expanded in non-conference play in a lot of ways. Just what are you seeing at some of the younger players that have been able to kind of step in and fill a really good role early in this season, to where, now as you hit conference play, it seems like they're kind of in line to maybe play a significant role?
She's muted.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. So I feel like all of our freshmen bring different skills, like Livy with her scoring, Sydney with her assists, and then Bola with her rebounding. And I think giving them a lot of minutes early helps us for them to be more confident, like coming into conference when we play bigger players and stronger ones. So I think that's good that we like rotate and that everyone gets their minutes or fair share of minutes right now.
I should probably pull myself off of mute there too, but I'm glad you mentioned Bola specifically, because as somebody who sort of sees her probably pretty regularly in practice, she plays a really similar position to you and everything. Just what have you seen out of her in particular as she's kind of progressed and gotten better through the first couple weeks or a couple months, I guess, now of the season?
I think she's just getting more confident every time, like every game. And she has like her long arms or like a long body that she can use. And opponents struggle with that. Like when she puts her arms up, they're just gonna like keep following her. And she just like keeps going to the line and stuff like that. So I think that's gonna help us. So yeah.
And then just as one of those veterans who's played a lot of college basketball, what's the big difference from non-conference to conference play that you can try to sort of instill I see Liv coming in, sitting next to you right there, and some of the freshmen, like what's kind of the biggest difference as you turn the page towards conference play now that you'd really like to instill in some of the new players?
That everything counts now, and like preseason, like those games are important, but like everything in conference counts. Like if we have a loss, that's gonna put us like lower in the bracket and stuff like that. So like everything counts, and also those other players that we're gonna play now are gonna be bigger and stronger, and it's gonna be more consistent of that. Now we had like teams that were a little weaker, and but these players have like bring everything, and so yeah, we have to bring everything in every game. You can't just not like let go or anything. Yeah. But also trust in our skills and what we have done before, and don't try to do something that's not not our plan. So yeah.
I'll jump in. For both of you, this is going to be your first experience in the Big 12, competing in that league. What part of your preparation as a team and individually do you feel like best prepares you for heading into Big 12 play?
You got it. Oh,
What best prepares us
Yeah.
for Big 12 play? I think just practices, like working together, trying to build that chemistry to go against these bigger teams. So just practicing and working hard and really trusting each other in practices. So on the court, we can show the chemistry and kind of build that confidence.
Lee said he's watched pretty much every team in the videos from the preseason from the Big 12. What have you guys learned about what you're headed into from him?
That these teams are bigger, stronger, and we're just gonna have to put better effort and just work harder and be more physical. So I feel like if we can work on that, we can do pretty good.
They're also faster, and they're like, don't give up. They're just gonna go, go, go. And there's not like, okay, let's take a rep off. We have to play every time.
That's all I've got.
Liv, if you don't mind me jumping in, Liv, congrats on Little Certain Something Weekly honors earlier this week, Big 12 Freshman of the Week. Just what's it mean, and what does it mean, kind of for your development to be able to see that, like, hey, people are kind of taking notice of what you're able to do in your freshman year?
I feel like I just give it all to my coaches and teammates. I mean, obviously my teammates have pushed me to a better player, and they push me every day in practice, which helps me just makes me better. And my coaches keep telling me what to do, and I just keep doing what they tell me to do. And so anyways, it's been great. They've been helping me out a lot, so I give a lot of credit to my teammates and coaches for this accomplishment.
The end of non-conference play is a really good time for sort of a mid-season check-in, and I don't know if you expected or hoped, I'll even say, to play as much as you have in your freshman season, but what do you feel like you've learned just in the first couple months of your first college basketball campaign?
I think a couple things that I learned is that these girls are bigger, stronger, and faster, so it's going to take a lot for me, and just learning how to play with these girls that have experienced all this. And so I think it's fun playing with like Lara, who just knows the game so well. So it's going to help me out. And that's definitely something that I learned, is that these girls are bigger, stronger. So yeah.
Did you have a moment at all during the first half of this season that was kind of like, welcome to college basketball? Like where it really hit you that, like, okay, I'm not playing high school ball anymore?
I would say probably the Vanderbilt game. Just those girls, that was a fun game to play against just because they were a really good team. So that was kind of like whoa, this is what the Big 12 teams are going to be like. So I'm excited to see how we do against them. Just got to keep working hard.
Sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Sean, anything else? Darnell?
Just this is the first road trip in the Big 12. You headed all the way to Orlando. You probably wish were going next week, then you could hang out and watch the bowl game. But what do you enjoy about road trips? And you've been on a couple so far. What do you guys like about it?
we gonna get good food, but also we like grow together as a team.
Yeah,
Like we do little activities or just like spending time together.
Mhm.
Because when we're here, we have like school and all that, and like when we're on road trips, especially now being done with classes, we have more time to hang out with each other, and now we have even an extra day there. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, spending time together. Yeah.
All right. Good luck.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys hopping on today.
All right.
Rockin' Royal, rockin' 80. Know you with me. Let's get it, baby. We going long like a cougar tail. Defense hitting hard like some seashells. Getting to the green, I ain't talking kale. Boy, that team up north, man, but oh well. We getting jiggy with that boy Cosmo. We granting kids wishes like that boy Cosmo. They steady hating on us, but we who they watch though. The Pac-12 mad, but we still on top, bro. Jaron Harder, Cody X, that's a cool connect. Yeah, my team is kinda old, but it's cool we that.